Right guys, I'm just going to spend a few moments to talk you through some tips for your pirouettes and basically how to spin and to be confident when you come to do your pirouettes and your spins, whether it be on the pole or in a piece of choreography. Sometimes it can be a little bit scary, maybe you feel like you might lose your balance. So just a couple of tips and a couple of exercises to help you practice and to be more confident. So first of all, just find yourself in a space and we're going to talk about the whip of the head, which is super important with a pirouette or any time you're going to turn. So either arms down or hands on your hips, however you feel comfortable, just legs squeezed together, pulling up nice and tall. Obviously, center line through the body is so important when you come to turning, because if you keep that center line nice and pulled up and nice and tall, that is your core and your base. If you let it go over and a bit floppy or to the corner, the diagonal, it's not going to end well. So try and keep it nice and strong and nice and tall. All you need to do to start off with the whip of the head is to leave your eyes focusing on something directly in front of you. It could be slightly above eye level. And you're going to start to just turn your feet. So tiny baby steps round in a circle with your feet. Obviously your body's going to go with it. Leave your head for as long as you can, but try not to tilt the head. Keep it upright. Keep the feet going. When you feel you can't go anymore, whip the head back to where you started and continue the feet back round. When you whipped your head, did you see anything on the way? Hopefully you didn't. You should literally just see where you came from and where you finished. So as I whip my head, I don't take in anything behind me. It comes straight back to the beginning. So try it on the other side. Start to go round with your feet. Leave your head nice and straight to the very last moment and whip. Keep the feet coming and back. That's the first thing to practice the whip of the head, and you need that in anything, even if it's a slow piece of choreography, even if you're doing a turn and it's slow, you need to whip the head to get back. Okay, so practice that. Second thing, again, I spoke briefly about the line of the body, and it's really about just being strong through the core, so that whatever you're doing with your arms or your legs into a turn, the core is strong. So just practice having hands on the hips, for example, and the legs and the feet really squeezing together. You're already going to feel your bum squeezing and your abs. Pull those shoulders down, think long in the neck, and just start to push the floor away and start to come up into a nice strong rise. See if you can just hold it for a few seconds, and then when you come down, slowly, as if you don't want your heels to touch the floor. Keep the weight forwards, don't let the weight go back. Because also, if you do, just carry on doing that. If you do a turn and you come off balance, you want to fall forwards out of your turn, not backwards, because at least you can then catch yourself or even cover it up. So if you do something wrong, you can cover it up and go into something else. So keep your weight forwards. Just try that a couple more times. Take it up. Maybe take the arms out. So you start to do something with your arms to see if you've got your balance there. And last one. Pushing up nice and strong into a lovely rise and back down. So you've practiced your whip of your head. You've practiced basically the balance and the weight placement. So then you're going to think about arms. So whenever you're using your arms in a turn, try and keep them in front of you, obviously depending on the choreography, but you should see it out of your peripheral vision. You should see both fingertips without turning your eyes, okay? So keep them in front of you. Feel like you're pressing down through water. Feel like you've got 2 lemons under your armpits and you're squeezing the juice. That's what you want to feel like the whole time, wherever your arms are in your turn. All right? So just have a little practice of that. Start to take your arms out to the side. Can you see them out of the corner of your eyes without turning your eyes? Bring them in. Keep the elbows lifted, pushing down, squeezing the lemon juice, and back out and back down. So you've got the whip of the head, you've got the strong core and the balance, and you've got the arms. I think those are all the 3 things that are really important. So let's put those together now and try and exercise with a turn. So this is just a practice, like an exercise to help you practice your pirouettes. So we're going to go back with your left leg, opposite arm to the front leg. So you've got one arm out, one arm side, and you're here. Equal weight on both legs. Actually, no, I lied. You're going to have more weight on your front leg. Just a little bit of weight on your back leg. Bring it in, toes touching the side of your knee. Strong, hold it. You can stay there forever and take it down. Really simple, because that's the position that you're going to turn in. So just take it back for 2, in 3, down 4. Again, 1 and 2, in 3, down 4. Try it with the other leg. 1 and 2, everything facing forwards. Are you pressing down with your arms? Have you got a strong core? Is your weight slightly forwards? 3 and 4. So many things to think about. And 2 and 3 and 4. So let's just try it with a quarter turn. Then we'll try it with a half turn. And then we'll try it with a full turn. And then you should be a little bit more confident to do your pirouettes. So let's start with the left leg back, right leg forwards. So we'll go down for 2. As we pull up, we'll turn quarter of a turn. So whip your head to the side. Whip and down. You're facing the side. Same thing from the side to the back. 1 and 2. Look to the back. 3 and 4. If you wobble, don't worry. Just keep going and keep strong. Same from the back to the other side. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. From the side to the front. 1 and 2 and 3. Eyes and 4. Try it to the other side, and then we'll go with the half turn. So you build it up gradually. 1 and 2, turn 3 and 4. 1 and 2, turn 3 and 4. Pulling up out of that hip, nice and tall. You might feel one side that's more tricky than the other. This side for me is slightly more tricky. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Just shake the legs out. Okay, let's go with the half turn before we do the full turn. So we've got 1 and 2. From here, we're going to go from eyes to the front to eyes to the back. So you want to straight away look to the back because you're going to do a half turn. Ready? 1 and 2, turn 3 and 4. Now on number 3, when you turn, you're going to look to the front. 1 and 2, look to the front and down. And you should be able to hold it for a second. Let's try it on the other side. 1 and 2, turn 3 and 4. 1 and 2, turn 3 and 4. Yeah. Shake it out and then we'll go with the full turn. So the full turn, you just need a little bit more whip with the side arm. So from here, as you go around, you're going to whip the side arm in and they're both going to come to here, like we were doing before, but just a bit more force. And again, head's going from the front, all the way around, back to the front. Try and get the position with the toes and just go for it. If you've got your weight forwards, then you won't fall over, and if you do, you can catch yourself. All right, let's try it with a full turn. We've got 1 and 2, turn 3, step 4. And did you see how I stepped out of it? Okay, I did step out. I was planning to step together, but if you step forwards, it's fine. Try it again. 1 and 2, turn 3 and 4. Try the other side. Just get your vision back. Take a moment. Okay, ready? 1 and 2, turn 3 and 4. One last time. 1 and 2, turn 3 and 4. See how you got on with that? Give those a couple of goes, and then all of those things that we spoke about you can use for any other turns. Like if it was a traveling turn, one of those ones, anything, you think of whipping the head, keeping strong in the core, and the use of the arms.